Welcome back to the series. Glad to see that there's at least a few people still following along here. Okay, let's get it positioned well. Okay, let's clear these off. Coal to oil conversion, that's a very good one to have. Let's see, but we don't want to tech rush it so much. Make sure that we're researching a useful mix of technologies here. Just that. Lock that down. Okay, what's come online? Okay, let's see. We will place these here in Bitburg. Now, since we've got this on the map, I will start the preliminaries of what I like to do for organizing my air. I want to rename this Flieger Corps. Flieger Corps F. Period. Attach it to the nearest air command group. Let's give him a good leader here. Come on down to the bottom here. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Now, Flieger Corps F. F for fighters. This is going to be our primary Western fighter command. This way, if I want to find out what my fighters are doing, conditions, are some just sitting there waiting to be given orders, others are fighting down to nothing and not being reinforced, need a break, just click here and it will give me a list of what current for my fighters. So that is how I like to organize my air command, and we'll be seeing more of that when I reorganize things. Oh, I'm gonna ignore all those. Getting sick of them popping up. Okay. The 2nd Cavalry Division. We're going to eventually send them out to East Prussia, so let's get a suitable commander. Not too good, but someone who can handle the job well enough. Okay, now looking at some of these good new core HQs. Yeah. Place. Okay, so should be in here. Why did I just... Oh, there he is. looks like I want it better. Better core, I think. Here's attached directly to suit. Sorry about that. Trying to keep the view fairly steady. 11th Army, or Army Corps. There we go. Okay, now they've got some much better hitting power. How's that production looking? Railroad network advance, very useful. We're continuing to build up our infrastructure here in our nation, but we're going to switch that over to roads. And the decision involved with it. So until August 39, or 38, sorry, we're going to have a 2.5% IC hit for building up our railways. But it will be useful in the long run. Let's see. Give them money for rares. We're doing very good for that. Okay. As you can see, we've moved up 0.2% in IC efficiency and supply throughput useful. Rare materials refining. That is very good because have we already got, well, 3-man turret. We do need to research. But it will eventually help. There. And metallurgy. We got to get that to 3 for that to happen, and we want to do that, but we don't want to tech rush it just too much. So in 40 we will be looking at back at that. Yeah, we did need to do 3-man turret. The 3-man turret was a very important thing for German tanks. To have a loader, gunner, and a vehicle commander who could keep track of everything going on around him made the German tanks so much better than the others, at least in the early stages of the war until mid-late war, that every major nation had a 3-man turret. Light cruiser main armament is increased, so we'll up that. Not that we're going to be a big naval power, I just feel, I guess, luxurious in my research to doing this. Okay, monumental architecture advance. And Secretary of Public Information. Alright, we're gonna go with gun turrets. If you've seen some of the early sort of basket thingy they hung off of aircraft to see how much better proper gun turrets are to those things, you'll know how important a gun turret should be. Okay. Need to do a quick look around for some of these. there's any that aren't. Concentration center of industry not being fully utilized. Okay, it looks like we still are, even though more factories have come online. What does Italy want? Give them future. Decryption machine, that's good. Germany historically really didn't do it so much. Decrypt. The Allies did, but Germany didn't. But we can work around some of these things. We're going to improve the infantry support tank. Probably nothing we're going to build, but I want to have good tank technologies. Alright. Direct fire unit command and control. And Japanese blueprints, resistance support to level 1. Radar advance. That is very good for us now. We're going to start doing some of the research there. And oh, that's right. I'm used to just building a bunch of radars and then dropping them where I need them. But we're going to need to do this. We need a good radar infrastructure. I know BlackICE will have some events that will pump in radars, but they're not always where I want them to be. And I also want more of them in some of the areas. So we're going to drop all these down, get the radars closer to the queue, get them building. Okay, we're running super low on that. That's because of Italy here, but we don't want to not have enough. Okay, well, we're going to turn Italy off for a little while. Standarten der Führer. This is the Vergen's troops, the VTs for Austria. So we've got that down here now. We're going to attach that to the SS VT, not TV. Again, the SS Empire is growing. Okay, broadcasting. Let's see the plans. That pops this up here. Okay, news, politics, heroic tales, or huge entertainment. We don't need to go huge entertainment right now. We're going to go with news and politics. Philip Holzmann, Westphal Works. They were one of the major construction companies in Germany at the time. They had already worked heavily on the Autobahn system, and foreign contracts for Germany. Yes, by supporting them, we will get tech increases and other benefits down the road, I believe. Gustav, finished. There wasn't really a tradition or history of cruise ships at this time. There were passenger liners, which efficiently got people, sometimes in great luxury, from one place to another, because flying was dangerous, expensive, especially for transatlantic type things. People took that. With the Gustav is a forerunner to a lot of modern sort of cruise vessels that are designed to take you on a trip to possible multiple locations and eventually bring you back home to your original starting point, and not deposit you, whether permanently or temporarily, on another place. So this was something that the Nazis were promoting up as a benefit for workers inside of Germany. So we'll take a look inside, get an idea. The launching, rather luxurious for the time. I mean, it doesn't. Yeah, it's not the sort of the height of, the Titanic or something of super luxury, but it's not, just steerage. It's appropriate for the time. It's luxurious. Outdated aircraft of the Austrian Air Force. They're not going to be very good, so we're going to give them to Hungary and help our relationships a little bit with Hungary. I think is what we're going to do this time. Expand the airbase, yes. Okay, news and politics. Infrastructure, there we go. Let's see, we're going to large caliber machine guns. Okay. Let's take these in sort of order. New ambassador to Japan, alright. New monumental buildings for the nations. Yes, let's see the plans. Okay, these are what's available. Let's take a quick look. Excuse me. At some of the buildings and their effects. Okay, here we go. Feared National Police Building could be useful to us. Movie studio, a little bit useful to us. Imperial seat of government, that's good because that gives us additional leadership, territorial pride, national unity, ruling party support. I'm not a heavy, as you can tell by now, intelligence user, so that's one option we can take. Foreign ministry, but probably not. I think at this time we're going to do it with the imperial seat of government. That sounds good. This will increase our excuse me.